Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of AndrewsFootball.com. Welcome to my 3-round NFC North mock draft. Now, if you're new to this channel and you're wondering, hey, am I in the right place? Well, just a little bit about me. I have been obsessed with the NFL draft ever since 1990. So for the last 30 years, I think the NFL draft is the best thing in the world. Give me the NFL draft or Christmas. It's always the NFL draft. For me, it's better than any holiday. I put it down as my favorite holiday. So listen, if you're a fan of football or you're a fan of the NFL draft, there's a button right around here. See it? See it? Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. If you're a football fan, you're in the right spot. So let's go. Let's do the 3-round NFC North mock draft. And let's see here. Let's just go ahead. You do not need to look at me here. Let's minimize this here. I am not associated with the Draft Network. I'm already signed in. Start a mock draft. So here we go. We got the Lions. We got the Packers. Where are the Bears at? The Bears are here and the Vikings are here. Whoops. Hit the button. Let's go. As you see here, they have player rankings. I have my own big board, but we're going to use TDN. It's the Draft Network, of course. And let's go. All right. Number 1, Burrow. Chase Young's off the board. Okay. A lot of people think that it's going to be Okudah. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Simmons. A cornerback in the Lions defense. You don't want a rookie. I've gone into detail with that before, so I'm not going to touch base on that. Most mock drafts will have Okudah. I'm telling you right now, I think it's Simmons. So Simmons is going to be the pick, and we're going to go all the way down. We're going to go all the way down to pick number 22, which will be the Vikings here. Tua is still on the board. Wow. He goes, oh my God, 14 to Tampa. Wow. Herbert at 18. What a great draft this is. And, I could tell you what the pick is. It's going to be Kinlaw. I think he's just a stud. No way he should be available at 22. But the Vikings get a steal. And in my other mock draft, I had Yater Gross-Matos, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, going to Minnesota. So let's just go. The defensive line just became super awesome. Green Bay here, wide receivers, a needs. There's not a tight end worth being chosen in the first round. You could go Gallimore here out of Oklahoma. I kind of like that, but let's go. You could choose between Reagor and Chenault. Let's go Reagor here. Really good receiver out of TCU. And we're going to go 35 here. We went with Isaiah Simmons here. Corner, this is actually a pretty good player here. I really like this guy. Blacklock and Davidson, both these guys would be good fits here. Edge rusher, Terrell Lewis. I think it's a little rich at 45, even though I do like him as a player. It's kind of a dark horse, but J.K. Dobbins is a guy that would help out immediately. I really like this guy. It's my mock draft. Jonathan Taylor's also a possibility, but J.K. Dobbins, I think it's more of a three down player. Let's do it here. Notice it's not a big spot of priority on this list, but this is my mock draft. I'm going to do what I want. The Lions get a good running back here. So Jonathan Taylor, oh wow. Nobody wants Jonathan Taylor with the Bears coming up here. Interior offensive line, corner, safety. Antoine Winfield Jr., I would love that. Oh, man. Oh, and I'm drawing a blank on the other safety, the Pro Bowl safety out of Alabama. But both these guys would it would be a lot of fun. So let's do it. Let's do it. Even though they both played a free safety position, I think you can get a little creative. Jonathan Taylor is just dropping. Wow. Corner, A.J. Terrell has no business being here, so we're going to pick him up. 2 really good secondary players for the Bears. They could use some help on offense, I agree, but Jonathan Taylor goes to Buffalo. Wow, that's a great pick here. Okay, so earlier we got Kinlaw, Yater Gross-Matos. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Let's see here. Corner, wide. Ooh. Brandon Ayuk has no business. Now, this is the thing that I completely disagree with the Draft Network on. The Draft Network does a great job, but this is the guy who I got as a first round grade, so we're going to take him. The Vikings go ahead. What a great draft the Vikings have here. Green Bay, if you take a look here, went wide receiver with their first pick. Could you go tight end here? I think you could. Let's do it. Cole Kemet. I think this is a great spot at the end of round 2 for him. So that's a good spot for him. We're going to have, you know what? I feel silly now because, oh, no. Clyde Edwards-Helaire went to pick before. So, no, I don't feel silly. Let's see here. Who could you have? You know, another safety. I really want to put another safety, but Simmons is going to play linebacker safety. Ashton Davis would be great here. You know what? This is a player who I really like. I got a feeling Zimmer can use this guy. Local kid. Joshua Uche. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Really good player here. So I think the Lions would be very happy with this pick here. And draft goes on. And the draft goes on. Pick number 85 is going to be the next one here. Lions are on the clock again. Joshua Uche, Robbins, Isaiah Simmons. We're going to go with another really good player here. I love this guy, Bryce Hall. This is one of my personal favorites. So the Lions getting a guy that I'm very high on. Let's see here. Minnesota. Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver, more than replaces Stephon Diggs. Two really, really good players here. You could use a corner here. Both these guys are more slot guys, but let's just go with the highest rated player here. Troy Pride Jr. out of Notre Dame is going to be the pick, and then Green Bay's on the clock here. Oh boy, I kind of like Akeem Davis-Gaither here, inside linebacker, undersized, would put on some weight, but he could help. Corner, Amik Robinson, a nickel corner out of Louisiana Tech. That would also be a good fit. Logan Wilson's a bigger linebacker, would be a really good player. Since we want offense, give Aaron Rodgers some help, I kind of feel like I want to get a defensive player here. Gaither's a faster, smaller guy. Wilson's a bigger inside linebacker. I think this guy would be a day one starter. He's a better fit for the pack. Logan Wilson, a really good player here out of Wyoming. So that's a good fit for the Packers. Packers got to be happy. And coming up to the end, we got one more pick for the Vikings here. As you see here, the Vikings had Kinlaw, Yader Gross-Matos, Brandon Ayuk, Troy Pride Jr. So some really, really good picks here. Interior offensive line and OT are the two positions here. Sadiq Charles, I like him. So he's going to be the final pick. According to this, 91, and you're picking 105. So great value here. And that's going to end the 3-round mock draft here. Let's take a look at this. Kind of a fun draft here. The Dolphins here, they take Becton instead of a quarterback, but then they play a long game and get the quarterback at 18. That's a fun draft. This is a really, really fun draft. Let's take a look at the teams here. Lions. I picked some of the players that I like here. Simmons, I really believe this is going to happen. J.K. Dobbins, a 3-down back. I think this guy, Matthew Stafford, falls in love with him. Uche is one of the players I think would work really, really good in Detroit. Bryce Hall, one of my favorite players. I think he'll end up being a really good player. Bryce Hall could end up playing safety. So the Lions get their guy in Simmons, a 3-down back in J.K. Dobbins. A pass rusher they can use all over, and Bryce Hall, a player that I really like. Green Bay, hey, Rodgers needs some help. Get one in Rager. Get a tight end in K-Met. And Logan Wilson, basically here you have 3 starters in 3. So great draft for Green Bay. Minnesota, Kinlaw has no business being available at 22. He is a monster. Yader Grossmanis, I think, is a Zimmer guy. I really like him, so I think these two picks really do wonders for the defensive line. Ayok, if you've watched some of my videos before, Ayok is rated, I think, 73rd or 71st best player. I think he's a top 20 player. So getting him here at the bottom of the second round, a home run for the Vikings. Troy Pride Jr., he's really a nickel guy. I get that, but he's a good player. So I think it's a good value. Sadiq Charles, offensive line, really rounds out a very good draft for the Minnesota Vikings. The Bears only have 2 picks, but they get 2 really good players. Now, A.J. Terrell and Anton Winfield Jr., I'm drawing a blank. I know he played at Alabama, and I'm just drawing a complete blank of his name. I am very embarrassed about this, but I still like Winfield Jr. here, one of my favorite players. So that's my mock draft. I hope you like it. I love doing this. I had a lot of fun doing it. Tomorrow we are going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of here, and we'll get back on the camera here, take a look at me. And what we're going to do tomorrow is the NFC South. So Saints, Falcons, Bucks, and Panthers are going to be on the clock. That's my 3-round mock draft. Again, hey, this is my opinion. I want to know what you think. Put a comment down below. And better yet, do your own mock draft. It's free. Absolutely free. Do your own mock draft. Put it down below. I'll make a comment on it. You can comment on mine. It'll be great. Tomorrow, NFC South. I'll see you then.